Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be planning for the week of March 1st through the 7th, and I'm using a kit from Nikki Plus Three called Breathe. This kit is in silver foil, so I'll also be pulling in some of the freebies from Nikki Plus Three since I received them in silver foil. I received this kit as one of the Oops Kit grab bags that I had purchased at the end of last year. It didn't come with date dots or weekend banner, so I used some date dots from Sadie's stickers. The kits that I had received from the Oops Kit grab bags seemed to be pretty perfect. I noticed with this kit while I was using it, the only thing that I could really tell was that the foil on the checklist were a little off-center, and there was one sheet that wasn't cut all the way through, but other than that, I couldn't really find any other imperfections. I decided to use this kit in the month of March because there was so much green in it, and I've mentioned this before, but it's not always my favorite color. I do think it looks really pretty in this format and with the really light pink complementing it. For my weekend banner, I used a bunch of different Simply Gilded washi, and I guess while I was making this washi banner, I completely forgot about the flags that were included in the kit. Usually when I use a Nikki Plus Three kit or any kit that includes flags, I usually use those in my weekend banner, but for some reason I didn't here, and I honestly didn't even notice until I was planning halfway through the week. But I think the weekend banner turned out nicely, and I like the colors that I was able to put together. I used a weekend banner from the Glitter Mama, and the only thing that I wish was different is that I purchased the weekend banners on a clear paper, but I wish I would have got them on white so that the words could stand out more because the foil on the washi kind of blends in with the letters. So I need to remind myself to get some of those weekend banners on white paper. The bottom washi in the Nikki Plus Three kits usually come with a thicker strip and then a really thin one, and I normally just use the thicker strip on the bottom and I'll use the thin one above the date covers. I remember considering putting the thin strip above the bottom washi, but I think at this point I really like having the thin strip above the washi to kind of help me distinguish all of my Nikki Plus Three kits. That is the one thing that I do differently whenever I use one of her kits. And I am using a lot of Nikki Plus Three kits this year. You will see coming up that I pretty much have one every other week almost, at least throughout spring, but she's definitely become one of my favorite shops, and her new releases always get me, and I'm more likely to buy it when the new release is out because I love those freebie bows that are included when they are initially released. For my sidebar, I used a butterfly deco from the kit and a March script from the Glitter Mama. Below that, I chose the Just Breathe full box for my sidebar, and I added a flag to mark the week of quarantine that we were in. Then I added my Blink weekly schedule to track my sleep and the sleep score in my Fitbit app. I have 2 habit trackers, and last year with a lot of the Nikki Plus Three kits that I purchased, I also added on the full box checklist page, but since this one was a Oops grab bag, it didn't have a full box checklist, so I found a leftover station stickers glitter header and checklist to write down the meals that we had for dinner this week. Most of the scripts I'll be using are from station stickers. I do have a discount code that will be in the description box. I'll also be linking all the shops that I use in this spread. But if you have any questions, please leave me a comment and I'll be happy to answer. Getting into the week, on Monday, I started with Coffee Monday, and I used a coffee cup from Hello Petite paper. Then I used a quarter box to write that therapy was canceled. Then I marked having a tough day using a sticker from the Coffee Monsters Co. Then I added a header because I wanted to put down my checklist, but I didn't want to have to write on the whiteout. So the header allowed me to put the to-do list header on top of the whiteout. I researched phones. The Friday before, my phone had stopped working and I figured out that it was my microphone. So I was trying to, at this point, still figure out what I wanted to do. I wrote a grocery list and I went on a grocery run. The grocery icon is from Planning City. I had a tiny bit of space underneath the checklist once I had my full box on the bottom and the other stickers laid down, so I ended up adding a swoosh from Planning Like a Pro. In the half box, I marked Watching Frenemies, which is a podcast on YouTube. I think a couple weeks before this, I watched a couple episodes, but at this point, I decided to try to fully catch up. They started the podcast back in September, so there were a lot of episodes that I wanted to watch. The laptop is from a Nikki Plus Three freebie, as well as the bow header that I added below it. On Tuesday, I tidied up, ran the Roomba, vacuumed, and it was laundry day. The script and icon are from a Nikki Plus Three freebie. Then I added a half box, and right above that half box, I added a sticker from the Coffee Monsters Co. And I wrote that I caught up with my brother. My brother had actually asked if he could call me really quickly, but my phone was still not working. So we went on a Zoom call, and it ended up being an extra long Zoom call because later on when the boys woke up, they joined us and we had our normal family Zoom time. But it had been a while since I had talked to my brother just one-on-one without the kids distracting us, and it seemed like there was a lot to catch up on. The Zoom sticker is from Fox and Pip. Then I added my full box, and then I added a today header, and below that, I layered some deco from the kit and a sticker from Sweet Kwai Design to mark painting my nails. Then I added a quarter box, added some flowers from the kit, a journal script, and a pen from Planning Like a Pro. I had really gotten into the habit of journaling every night, but at this point, it seemed like I was journaling about once a week, and I would try to back journal as much as I could. I do write myself a lot of notes on a daily basis, so I have a pretty good idea of how the day went and how I was feeling, but I do want to get back into trying to journal every evening. At the bottom of this day, I just added a quarter box and a sticker from Fox and Pip to mark watching The Bachelor. I believe this was one of the last episodes of the season. On Wednesday, I started with a full box, and then I added a bow header from Nikki Plus Three. I just love how the white full box looks with the white bow header. Then I used a quarter box to mark trash day. The trash can is also from a sampler from Nikki Plus Three. I prepped dinner, vacuumed the rooms, ordered a headset. Since I knew that I was able to get on phone calls through Bluetooth, I decided to order a headset and try to wait till the next iPhone's released to buy a new phone. Normally, I am all about getting a new phone and upgrading, but I think since my husband wasn't really interested in upgrading his phone, I wasn't as excited about getting a new one. But anyways, I had a little bit of space under this checklist, so I added another swoosh from Planning Like a Pro. In the half box, I added some butterfly deco, and I wrote that I went on a walk with the boys. Then I added an appointment label and a sticker from the Nikki Plus Three freebie, and I wrote that my husband went to the doctor. He needed a referral to go to physical therapy. At the end of last year, he hurt his back while he was working out, and he finally went to get that checked out. At the very bottom, I added one of the flags that I forgot to use in my weekend banner, and I added a sticker from Sticky Bow Babies, along with a film script from Harriet Wright Designs. I had 3 flags to use and 3 days where I filmed, so I decided to mark that in the same way every time. Flipping over to Thursday, I worked out. We did a half day of school, and I used a backpack from Hello Petite Paper, and we also picked up McDonald's. I left a little bit of space underneath the checklist. I wasn't sure if I wanted to write something in here or not, but below the checklist, I added a washi piece from the kit and a serious conversation sticker from the Coffee Monsters Co. Below that, I added a today header and a half box to mark my sister coming over to visit. I used a sticker from Fox and Pip, and later I will go in and add some flowers behind her. Then I added my full box and a header. Then I marked Family Zoom with my brother using a smaller version of the Zoom sticker from Fox and Pip. And at the bottom, I marked Filming in the same way, except with a camera from Harriet Wright Designs. On Friday, I started with a full box and added a bow header from Nikki Plus Three. Then I used a bill due sticker to mark a car payment, and the car icon is from a Nikki Plus Three sampler. I cleaned the bathrooms, cleaned the counters, and my headset arrived. The cleaning icon is also from Nikki Plus Three. Then I added a header and I marked Filming in the same way with the camera icon from Sticky Bow Babies. Below that, I added a quarter box to mark Watching Married at First Sight. The TV icon is also from Nikki Plus Three. And at the bottom of the day, I added a half box. I wasn't sure what I wanted to do here. All I had left to write in was an argument that the kids were having, and I wasn't sure how to mark that or write it, and I also wasn't sure if I wanted that in my memory spread, so for now I am just leaving it blank. Moving on to the weekend. On Saturday, I started with a checklist. I decided to continue the pattern that I have on the top of each day. I set my alarm. We loaded my sister-in-law's truck, and my husband and sister-in-law went to the spring cleanup event. Our town has a spring cleanup event twice a year, and last year in September we missed it. It was around my husband's birthday, so we just got distracted by that. But it's basically where you can take items that you want to get rid of that are too big to fit in your trash can, or other things that shouldn't go in the trash can like oil and batteries. While they were doing that, I made breakfast. In the half box, I added a sticker from Simply Gilded and a family time script from Nikki Plus Three. Once the Simply Gilded sticker was down, it was too late to pick it back up. I wish it was in a slightly different position, but below that I added a quarter box and a sticker from Sticky Bow Babies to mark some Happy Mail that I had received from Sweet Kawaii Design. At the bottom, I added my full box day extender. I like to add these on the weekends if I have a lot going on and to use up more of the stickers from the kit. Inside the day extender, I started with a today header and this little checklist. I tidied up, ran the Roomba, and deep cleaned our shower. Then I added a quarter box and a sticker from Wonton and a Million to mark organizing my stickers. I filled in the little space between those two with a piece of washi. Then I added a half box and a sticker from Fox and Cactus. I wrote that PJ went potty during nap time. I had talked about this a little bit in a previous video, but PJ has had a really hard time with leaving his room during nap time and even during bedtime. We've told him so many times, pretty much on a daily basis, that if he needs to go potty, he can go to the bathroom and then go back to his room. But I think especially at night, he gets too scared if it's dark. I'm not really sure why he has been too scared to do it during nap time, but on this day, he went potty during nap time, and he was so proud of himself, and we were so proud of him. It feels like we've been telling him for a year that he can do that if he needs to. I have a feeling that we're going to have the opposite problem with Benny, where he is just leaving his room constantly. But I just filled in the rest of the space with a bow header from Nikki Plus Three and a piece of washi from the kit. On Sunday, I started with a today header and a full box day extender. Inside the day extender, I added a flag and I wrote that PJ went potty before we woke up. I think he was so excited that he was able to do it the day before that he was eager to do it in the morning, and we were really excited and proud of him. Then I added a quarter box and a sticker from Harriet Wright Designs to mark church. Then I wrote that I spent some of this morning playing with Benny. Then I added my to-do list. I cleaned the kitchen and organized my stickers some more. This sticker is from Once More with Love. Below that, I added a flag and a pencil icon from Planning City, and I wrote that my husband turned in his final paper. Below that, I used a half box, some deco from the kit, and a stack of books from Sweet Koi Design to mark my husband's first class from his master's program being done. It was pretty exciting until we found out that his next class started on the next day. Below that, I layered some arrows and added a YouTube binge script. Then I added a leftover sticker from the Pretty Pink Co. Daphne kit. I noticed that the colors match nicely with this kit, and I was trying so hard to fit it into my Daphne spread, but I was glad I was able to use it here. At the very bottom of the day, I used a quarter box and a stack of books from Hello Petite Paper to mark that I started reading. I'm pretty sure this was the day I decided that I want to read a lot of books this year. I'm not really one to read a lot on my free time, but I wanted to start doing that, and I was highly motivated by the stickers from Sweet Koi Design. She has a bookshelf jumbo sticker where you can track all the books that you read throughout the year. But that is all I have for this week. I pretty much used all the stickers in this kit. Here are the only ones that I have left over. I'm really happy with how this spread turned out, and I'm glad that I picked up those Nikki Plus Three Oops Kit grab bags. This isn't a kit that I would have chosen just based on how much green is in it, but I really love how it turned out, and I think it's perfect for March. I highly recommend the Oops Kit grab bags. I think they were only $5. But I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.